Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Professor, I'm hearing you.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Okay. So, right. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? Is it visual?
Yeah, I'm seeing your screen.
So previous class we already make one cities for urban expansion or urban growth, as well as you already calculated the area for that monarchy, as well as we already calculate the area for the monarchia for different time period. What the scenario for formal, informal water, forest, and barren land. So today I will show you that how we can easily create the further map, the urban expansion map or urban sprawl map for your study area for the monarchia. So after doing this thing, just we have only one city, Freetown, then completed all of city sizes, and calculation or also mapping work will be done. So let's go. I will try to start. So here I already imported the land use land cover map for different time periods, mainly for monarchia study area. In this case, I try to add for map 2000, then 2010, and 2020. Okay. So in this case, we try to already classify using Google Earth Engine for formal settlement, informal settlement, water body, forest, and barrelland, and already check all of accuracy, everything we already completed from our Google Earth Engine. So now further analysis, we try to make for urban expansion or urban change, this type of things. We try to use the ArcMap software. So previous class, we already make this type of map for monarchia. So this is for monarchy. We already make for the monarchy map for formal and informal settlement. Try to use this type of map. We already created different time period 2000, 2010, and 2000. As well as we also make the urban expansion monarchy. Try to say this on the urban area. Different time period. There are of 2000, 2010, and 2000. Find out that day by day urban. As well as we also try to make the urban urban 10 yellow color and blue color indicating the urban 2000. This session I will try to for this type of work for monarchia, and further we try to make map. Now I want to make for mainly we try to find out that urban growth monitoring and also make the urban expansion for the different time. So in this case, we try to consider only for the 3 years, mainly year of 2000, 2010, and 2020. We already make the classification, but in this case, we are just concerned only about for urban. Okay. So for that, first of all, we need to make the reclassify and just take only for the binary class urban and non-urban. So let's go try to make the reclassify. So for reclassify, just click on the catalog, or if you want, you can simply search. So I simply search here. I need a tool for reclassify. Simply search here. Reclassify. So I find out this tool reclassify. So just I click on here, and I want to reclassify all of different year, and I want to make only for the class urban and non-urban. So for doing this thing, just simply import your map. Suppose first of all I want to make the for 2000. I simply select the 2000 and click on the unique values. Okay. So here we find out that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, mainly total 5 classes, and mainly 0 and 1, it's indicating about the formal and informal settlement. Okay. So I just consider this 2 class 0. So just I put here the 0, and all of other class I just make the reclassify as a 1. Okay. So one is indicating about that non-urban. So you can see, just I simply put here the 0. It's indicating about that urban. Urban mainly including the formal and informal. So both of settlement including. Just I make the formal, informal. Just I make the one class, and other feature such as water body, forest, or barren land, I make the another class. And further, just click on here. So now it creates the map only for the urban and non-urban, or settlement and non-settlement in year of 2000. So it creates another layer. We find out this type of map. So just I simply click on here, then further reclassify. Further simply change the name. We already make the reclassify, and I want to show, suppose this is the 2000. Okay, so urban in year of 2000. I put the 2000, and from the symbology I set the color. I want to show the urban color as a red color, and non-urban I want to show as a, suppose I don't use any color or no color. Okay, and then further just apply and okay. So now if I just uncheck other layer, so now this layer visualize only for the urban area in year of 2000. We find out this type of red color indicating only for the urban area in year of 2000. So further we try to do for the same process for year of 2010 as well as also year of 2020. So let's go. Just simply click on the search bar and click on the reclassify. And in this case, I want to reclassify for year of 2000, suppose 10. Okay, just select the 2010 and unique value I take. First two class, I just put the same because this is the formal informal settlement. I just make the one class, and other class I want to do as a one, which indicating the other class or non-urban classes. Just I put it the one, and further. So now we create the another two class, settlement and non-settlement area in year of 2010. So it create this layer, this type of layer you can find out. So just I click on here and go to the properties. From the properties, I just set the color, suppose urban as the red color, and non-urban I show suppose no color I need to use. And I put the general, I change that this is the 2010 and apply and okay. So now you find out this type of urban in year of 2000. Okay, lot of urban is increased with time period. You can see. Find out type of. So now finally we also do for this class. Just from the reclassify, same process, and choose it for year of 2020, and unique value just keep two class, 0 and 1. 0 is settlement, 1 is non-settlement. Right? So reclassify, and then just so now we find out that class for urban and non-urban area. So we find out this type of result. Thus I try to properties and reclassify. This is the 2000. I set the color, red color indicating about that urban, and I put the no color. So we find out this type of in year of 2020, it increased a lot of area. So you can see this type of, you can easily find out in year of 2020, increase the urban area. So we find out this type of map, year of 2020, then 2010, this is the 2010, and this is the 2000. Okay, so we find out type of map. So now I want to create this type of map. Suppose I want to visualize this type of map. So from this map, I can easily find out this type of urban expansion area. We can easily find out. So let's go. We try to create this type of layout for making the urban expansion. So I want to just click on the view and go to the layout view. So just we add the layout for in the layout we try to add the three maps at the same time. suppose year of 2000, 2010 and 2020 we try to add. So in this case I want to just change the page size and print setup. So for the page size we try to use at the landscape, it will be more better. And further if you want, just I try to check it what happens. So we find out this type of things, just I try to make the proper things here. Okay. Or we also need to increase the width. So for that just click on here and go to the page and set up. So it creates this type of thing. So now I want to add the two maps in here. So this is the map for 2000. We find out, and then further click on here. And you can see that third data frame. I want to add the data frame. So this data frame is added in my layout. So further this layout I just add the another. Just I simply is this data frame size and keep as the equal, then it also more better. And this data frame I want to add the map for year of 2010. So for that simply copy this layer and paste. You can see the new data frame, just paste here and then check in here. We find out this type of things, as well as we also add the boundary. Actually the boundary on here, copy and paste the new data frame. So now it also added this type of thing. Okay, and finally I want to add the another, which one is 2020. So for that just click on insert and go to the data frame. It creates another data frame. Just put the proper place of your data frame. I just try to keep my data frame. I just fit here, and then this data frame just add the another map here of 2000. Just copy and then paste data frame. So it will be paste. Find out. And I also want to add the boundary. Copy this Monrovia boundary, okay, and then add. So now it also added. You can find out type of urban expansion map for different years. So simple. So just now we try to add the uh, title. Suppose in this title I want to add the year 2000. And you can also increase the font. Come here, double click, and then change some ball. And I want to put the bold style, and then put here the suppose or put the book better with the year 2000. And now we for this and add the internet. And further just click on here and change symbol. I put here suppose 22, just in the bold, apply. So this is the result for 2010. So just change it. This is the year 2010. Apply and okay. So finally we also do for this year of 2020. So just insert title, and from here just try to here year 2020 and change symbol and put here suppose 22 bold. Okay, apply. Okay, so now we find out this type of urban expansion, or we find out that urban. If you want, you can also add here the legend. Suppose I put the legend, click on insert and legend bar. Okay, just try to add the legend bar for Monovia, and okay, just I try to put in here this layer. Next area. So urbanized area, we try to put here this type of symbol. Apply, finish. So now we find out, and it show this type of visualization here. You can see 0 and 1. So we try to add the level, then it also more better. So just try to add the level. So adding the level, okay, just for that year of 2000, just click on it and go to the properties. From these properties, we simply set the label. Suppose I put the label is that this is the urban, and it's not need. I just remove it. It's not need. Okay, then apply, and okay, you can easily find out. And if you want, you can also insert and add the legend, certain legend, and it's not need. Just I simply next. We just try to change the urbanized area sample. Next. Now we find out what it type of thing. So for this the region about that, try to add the layer from here. Or if you want, you can also ignore this part, because in this time just we put the red color. Red color is indicating about that urban, and you also add the title. Then it also more better. So just try to increase the page and print setup. Suppose just increase the height of this page. Suppose 12, and put here as 11. Just I put okay, and further we try to add the title. Okay, suppose map title. So just add the title. We try to add the same title which I want to add in here. So urban expansion in here. Yeah, I put this type of title, apply, and okay, or just increase the symbol, maybe font size 28, bold. Okay, apply, and okay. So I put this type of title, the urban expansion. If you want, you can also just increase this type of font. Just try to increase. Okay, and then put this type of map in the proper place. So I just put this type of title in here, the proper place. Proper place. And finally, just take a rectangle for creating the boundary. So just I click and make this type of boundary, and further click on here and go to the properties. From this properties, just fill color, put the no color, and you put here the black color for outline color. Okay? Just one. Okay, apply, and okay. So now finally, just we try to okay. So now finally we try to save this file. Just click on the file and export map.
The map of 2010 is different from the map of 2020.
Yes. So basically in this case, this 2010, we considered basically this is the real data come from 2015. Okay.
Okay.
So for the Google Earth engine, because 2010 we don't find out the more better imagery. So for that we
Oh,
move to the Landsat 8 satellite imagery, and then we try to make it. Okay, but this is not the 2010 data. This data come from 2015. So that's why we find out the more close relative in here, in year of 2010 and 2020. Not much difference. Or let me check just a minute. So this is the 2020. Okay, 2020. This is the 2020 now added in here. Okay, so it's the same, no problem, because you can this pattern and this pattern is almost same to same. So we find out this type of things, and now we try to export it to export map. And I want to save it in the Monorvia file. I put here, this is the urban expansion. And then save it in. So now we easily find out this type of urban expansion. And further, if you want to need the area calculation, so you can see here we already make calculate the area for the formal, how much area for the different time, then informal how much, okay, then water, forest, barren land. We already make this type of classification area. So further from here we can easily find out that urban growth rate. Okay, so this type of calculation we can also calculate from in this type of data. Not only for that, from this data you can easily calculate different types of how much area increasing, how are the percentage increasing. So this type of calculation we can easily calculate from this type of data. So this data is very important. We already calculate this type of area for the two cities. This is the city for Monarchy, and this is the cities for Monarvia. We can already calculate this type of things. So we find out. So let's check the final data for Monarvia urban expansion map. So here you can see. Just try to open it. So we find out this type of final map layout view of urban expansion in Monrovia for the different year of 2000, 2010 and 2020. So now we try to make the urban sprawl map. Suppose for these cities, we try to find out the urban sprawl. So further we can easily create this type of map. Suppose here you can see from this map we can easily get it this type of red color. It's indicating about the urban area in 2020. This type of yellow color indicating about the urban area in year of 2010, and this type of blue color indicating about the urban area in year of 2000. So that's why you can easily find out that urban is plural, and from this map we can also get the more better view. So for doing these things we are just using the ArcMap software, and now this type of things is not it, so I simply uncheck. I want to focus on view. Okay, so now we try to add the different types of map yearly, different types of urban map. We try to display the different types of color. So this is the map 2000. Okay, this is the map for 2000, and this is the map for 2010, and this is the map for 2020. So let's go try to add the different types of color. Suppose for the 2000, this type of urban area I want to display as a, it's not need, just remove it, not need. I want to show as a, suppose same color, blue color. Okay, and then this type of things. Okay, so before that we also need to keep the 2000 at the top of the layer. Okay, then 2010 and then 2020. So for top, how I can display is in the top layer. So in this case, if I just try to click and drag in the top place, you can see it not work. So for that we can easily use it. Suppose just I simply put in the top layer. Okay, just I put in the top layer, just click on here, you can see list by drawing order. Okay, just I want to make the list. So first class of urban in year of 2000, then I want to display the urban 2010, and finally 2020. So just I make the list order, okay, which I need. So I display these type of things, and I further just click on here, and then try to put in here for, it's not need, just remove it. And I want to show it's a, suppose yellow color indicating about the urban area in year of 2010. Okay, and finally red color, year of 2020. I want to display it the urban area in year of 2020. So just click on here and then remove it, and then I want to show as a red color. Apply and OK, and then click on it. So now we find out this type of urban spiral mapping. So it show the this type of things here you can see. So this type of blue color indicating about the urban area in year of 2000, then yellow color indicating about the urban area in year of 2010, and red color indicating about the urban area year of 2020. Okay, so it also more better. We try to add the level. Suppose I put here the level urban 2000, apply and OK, and this is the click on here and click on the set the level. This is the urban 2010, apply and OK, and finally 2020. Just click on here. Here urban 2020. We can easily find out this type of things from here for the different yearly urban map. So now we try to make this layout view. So for that, just click the layout, and now this type of layout is not need, just I remove, because in this time we try to display the whole urban in a one frame. Just I remove type of things. Just try to and so in this case try to just decrease the width. Click on the file and go to the page and print tab, and from here just decrease the width. Suppose I put here the width is that 12, and height I put the height, and I put at the portrait height 12, 11. Just apply and OK. Size it and put the proper place of your map. Not need, just and I said the title, everything I think that's this is the urban oral. And just a scroll in more here. Apply and OK. The proper place in further add the legend. So we try to add all of legend without monoreal layer. Just next and finish. So now we can easily find out that all of urban for different year of 2000 blue color, then 2010 yellow color, and red color is the year of 2020. We can easily find out that urban spiral mapping for the different time. And further, if you want, you can also add here the map scale or legend from here. So for doing this thing, just click on here and click on the insert, and you can see the north arrow. We try to add the north arrow. Just I use it and put the proper place, and also add the map scale. Just click on the scale bar and I set it. Okay, and finally, if you want, you can also add here the map base map. So different types of base map we can easily find out in here. So I want to use suppose topographic base map. So now it also added this type of base map. So now it's look more better. Okay. And finally we try to save it, just file and export map. And I put it, this is the urban map. Yeah, and save it the folder. So now we completed the analysis for the another cities for Monrovia, and now final one is the Freetown. Okay, same process will also apply for the Freetown, and then try to find out that urban expansion area, or also find out the urban sprawl. This type of calculation also do. So now let's check that final output from our data. So again, this type of final output indicating about the urban sprawl mapping. We find out this type of map. It's indicating about that for different year for the urban. So we find out this type of blue color indicating about the urban area in year of 2000, then 2010, and red color indicating about the urban in 2020. So this is the process for creating the urban sprawl mapping. So now we already calculate this type of area. Here you can see we already make the area for the two cities. One is that Monrovia, another is that Monarchy. So now final one we try to calculate it. So it's called the Freetown. So for that I try to open the new arc map. So before that just try to save it, because further if you need any change or any modification then we can easily do it from here. Just save it, and I have to save it in the Monrovia file, and I put the name, suppose Monrovia, and save it. So further I can easily find out this file and we can easily work with that. And now I take the new file, the blank map, and in this blank I want to show you that how we can easily work with Freetown. Okay, for the Freetown, first of all we try to import all of data which we already done using the Google Earth engine. So let me open it for all of data. Okay, this is the data Freetown we already downloaded for the different yearly land use land cover data, and now try to import our ArcMap software, and further we try to find out that monitor the urban growth. So this is the year of 2000 data. This is the data for 2010, and this is the data for 2020. Okay, and every data we find out the total 5 classes. Okay, so now I find out this type of data, and now we also need to import the shape file of Freetown. The shape file of Freetown. Yeah, so here is the shape file. Let me check. Now try to download the Freetown. So this is the Freetown. Just I try to download it again. Okay, done. So now unzip this Freetown shape file and then work with ArcMap. So open with, just try to extract file. So you find out the Freetown file. Try to import the shape file in that ArcMap. Okay, so it's also imported. So first of all, we need to just clip or extract by marks for our study area. So for doing this thing, just I apply the same process, struck by marks with my GOT file and my boundary area. So I want to do for the year of 2000 and struck by marks for study area Freetown, and then okay. So now it just clip with our study area of Freetown. It work. So we find out this type of classes and this result for year of 2000. Now do for the 2010. So just same process, struck by marks, year of 2010 and Freetown. Okay. It's working. And final one is year of 2020. So just click on here, struck by marks, then 2020. Feature is the Freetown. Okay. So this is the 2020. So we try to add the name, otherwise it will be mixed with each other. So just I put here the general, and this is the 2020 symbology. I want to set the color map from here. I already download the color map from just simply import color map, M visualization, and I put here the 0 is mainly for formal, 1 is formal, water, forest, and finally Fairland. Okay, then apply. We can easily find out this type of result. Not I remove it. Okay, and same process 2000, then 2000 it will be 2010. Just for it is, and I put the layer name 2010 and the color from symbology. Color map is simply the color map from this file. I already downloaded and set it the name, a formal, and put here the water, forest, Ireland. Apply. So now we find out these two map. Okay, for the 2020 and 2010. And now try to check for then color map. Import a color map. Set it for formal, formal, water, forest, Ireland. Further apply, apply and okay. So now try to check the layer one by one. So this is the result for 2000, then 2010 and 2020. it shows that 2020 is more than 2010. Okay, try to calculate the area and let's check. Okay, so for calculating the area, first of all, you need to just try to convert raster to vector conversion. Simply search here raster to just click on raster to conversion. So input raster, suppose year of 2000, and then okay. So just we can get the raster to polygon for year of 2000. So it create this layer raster to polygon for year of 2000. So now all of similar grid code we try to merge using the dissolve function. So now input feature mainly raster struct and grid code, click on here and then okay. So now it create this final attribute table. In this attribute table it including all of grid similar grid code is merged. So now try to open these things. So it not need, just I remove it. Try to open attribute table. So from this attribute table you can easily get it all of only for the 0 1 2 3 4. So now I want to add here suppose this is, just click on here and go to the add field and then to add the field for class, and class mainly it's a text. I want to add the name all of classes and just start editing. Just start editing this feature. So from the easy feature just start editing and I put the name. So 0 mainly for formal, then this is that formal, the water forest barrel name. Further stop editing. Yes. So now we try to add the calculate the area. So add a field and I put here the suppose area 1000 and it's a double. Just okay. So now try to calculate the geometry. So it's a problem because area only calculated by projected coordinate system. So now we try to add the projected coordinate system. Click on the layers, go to the properties, and here we find out that projected coordinate system UTM projection WGS 984 northern hemisphere 32° north for your study area. Apply and okay. So now it will be able to calculate this area. So just click on the fill calculate geometry. Yes. And calculate the area in square kilometer. So I choose the square kilometer and okay. And yes. So it calculated the formal, informal, water, forest, and barrelland calculated from year of 2000. So you can easily get the data for 2000. So now I just keep the change the put the layer name. So this is the layer for year of 2000. Apply and okay. So you can get this data. Further we need the data for 2010. So same procedure try to apply. So raster to polygon. Simply convert. So in this case I put here the year of 2010. Okay. And then okay. So now all of raster or pixel convert into polygon. So we get this type of result. So just click on the geoprocessing and dissolve, and input feature mainly raster to extra 9 and grid code. Click on here and then okay. So now it create the another layer. Created. Just here and go to the properties, and I put it's a 2010 area, and further apply and okay. Let me remove that, and now click on the open it attribute table, and we can directly calculate the area. Just try to add a new field. I put this suppose area 2010 and put at that double data format, then we calculate geometry. Yes. So now we calculate the area in square kilometer unit, and okay, we can easily find out that square kilometer like that. Same process we also apply for year of 2020. So click on the search and raster to polygon conversion. Input raster 2020, and then okay. So now it convert all of pixel, all of raster image convert into polygon. Yet, and now similar, just click on that, resolve it. Input feature mainly this raster tick back, and then read code. Click on here and okay. So now all of similar grid code will merge and create the another layer. So from this layer, you can easily calculate the area of year of 2020. So it create this type of thing. Start need remove that, and further click on here and go to the properties. And I set the layer name was 2020 area. Apply and okay. And now go to the attribute table and add a field area 2020. Type, I put the type suppose double. Okay. Click on here and calculate the area. Calculate geometry. Calculate the area in square kilometer. And yes. So now you find out type of result. Okay. So now we try to include the data in our Excel file. In the Excel, try to add the get a new here. I put in here suppose here the class name. First class is null. Forest and Ireland. We try to add the one by one. In year of 2000, find out this type of area. Year of 2000, find out that 275 19.9 140 something. Then year of 10, just open the area table. Then we said just in type of area year of 2010, 300 13.8.95, and finally 2000 try to calculate. Yeah, 195.13, 22.09 point 100.96. So now we got type of chart. It further we also calculate calculation or percentage. So we find out this type of result. So now we try to make the map. For making the map, okay, so now we try to make this map for urban expansion as also urban sprawl for different time. So same procedure try to apply in here for urban expansion, urban sprawl. So just try to first of all we try to make for only formal and informal settlement. Try to distribute from this map, different types of map. So for the formal informal making the map, just we have to create the two class. Suppose form three class: formal, informal, and others. So for that, just make the reclassify and reclassify input raster. Suppose year of 2000, and I want to reclassify 0 is the formal, 1 is the formal, the informal, and now I put here this type of class 0 it's the another class, or I put here the suppose or 0, I put the 0 new value the another class, or I put here the 3, suppose 3 is the another class. 1 2 3, 1 is the formal, the informal, 3 is the other class. Okay, so now just okay, so now in year of 2000 we find out only for the 3 class, out this type of 3 class. In this 3 class find out, okay, let me just put the hollow. So in this class find out that just click on here and I put it, this is the result for 1000, and from the symbology mainly 3 is not need. Okay, function only formal informal. I do for the formal is the red color, informal is a yellow color. I put this formal and it's a informal, and then it's not need. I just click on here and remove it, just apply, and now we find out that type of value. So now if you want you can simply make the map, or at the same time you try to make the map in one view. It also possible. Suppose in the one frame I add all of map, formal informal distribution, type of yellow color indicating about that informal, and this type of red color indicating about the formal settlement. We already make the classification color engine. So now try to same things for year of 2010. Just click on here and click reclassify cluster year of 2010, and I put 1 2 and put here that 3, it's another class, other class, other class. formal, informal, and 3 other class. Just so now we got this 3 class for year of 2010. It created. So now it's not it's just properties, and 3 is not need, just remove. And I put here it's a red for formal, is for informal. Put the level formal, say formal, apply, and so now you got another map. So let me just add the layer name. I put the layer name, it's a 2010 formal and informal. So now we got these two maps, including the 2000. This is the result for 2000, and this is the result for 2000. Only formal and informal distribution. Find out from. So now finally year of 2020, same process. Just classify. Input raster 2020, and 1 2. I put here this. Also this is the other class. Just put the other class and then okay. So now it create the 3 class for the year of 2020, formal, informal, and others. Okay, so just click on here and click on the properties. So from this properties we set the, suppose this is apply, and okay. So now from this year of 2020, just symbol not need, and form I put here the formal as a red, formal is a yellow, and then put the, suppose it's formal settlement, and it's a formal settlement. So now you got this type of map for that formal, informal, year of 2000. So now if you want, you can simply create the map. Suppose if you want, you can also make the individual map, or if you want, you can also make the at in one frame all of map. So we try to get the individual map for formal, informal. It's also more better because we already make the map. Okay, thanks. I think some problem. So this has stopping work, stop working. The report help us.